Is Ant-Man and the Wasp's opening weekend a failure or success? Let's find out in this video that's probably shocking you because you're seeing me and not just hearing my voice. Okay, so what exactly is up with Ant-Man and the Wasp? I made a video talking about the expectations, which were 90-ish million or more on the high end. Now that's, of course, like I say, the high end. And then there was the low end, which was about 75 million. Now, of course, these are industry analysts, these are the guys that are working for trades that are giving these numbers, and their numbers aren't necessarily 100% fact every time, right? This is just what they're thinking it's going to happen. Disney, on the other hand, has their own people who came in with their own numbers, and they were saying 70 million from the early, get-go, I guess you could say. And as it turns out, 75-ish million is what the movie ended up getting. Maybe a little more, a little less. We'll know in a couple weeks when everything is official, when the numbers fully get broken down. But we don't know now. But we know it's around that, I guess around that area, you can say. And the weird part about it is it's both a failure and a victory depending on who you look at. For Disney, it's over 70 million for what they wanted, so that's big. For analysts, they're saying it's a disappointment, but that's according to their analysis, right? It's not their own one. And when you look at it, is Ant-Man and the Wasp a failure? Well, you have to look at history. Did it make more than Ant-Man 1? Yes? Okay. Did it get better reviews? Yes? Okay. Is it going to make more in the box office? Yes. So that's 3 yeses in a row. So it's a victory, right? It's a franchise, it's big, it's going to the future, and the movie needs to exist. Ant-Man is a household name, so that's already telling you that, yeah, it's a big movie, right? It's definitely doing more than what I think a lot of people thought. Now, on the other hand, you can see how it might be disappointed, because if people are saying, hey, it's going to make 90 million, it could rival Justice League, if it would have done that, that's huge, right? But don't forget, this is also a very stacked year for movies. We just came off of Infinity War, it feels like a month and a half ago. Actually, it might have been a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months, but that's it. So you're going into it, you're having Justice League, way in the back, and Justice League came out at a weird time right after Thor, so that was impacted by it, right? But Justice League had expectations that were higher. Ant-Man and the Wasp doesn't. So when you really think about it that way, which way is it going to go? Well, in the long run, this movie's probably going to make 500 to 600 million in the box office. Anything over what the original Ant-Man made is a victory. Anything less, that's a failure. But is it really going to make less? Let's be real about that. Probably not. It's probably going to get in the same ballpark or more. And there's a chance it could, in the long run, outperform a lot of other movies. So that's always a good way to look at it. So is it a failure? No. Is it somewhat disappointing? Depends on who you ask.